So I've been telling the world about new and exciting research that helps make an impact. And then I saw your paper called The Impact of Impact Investing. A lot of impact. You used it twice. So I want to help you increase the impact of impact investing, if you know what I mean.
Sammy, I don't want to be rude, but from what I've seen, you're not exactly a financial guru, and not every one of your interviews goes that well.
What are you talking about? Come on, this one's going well, right?
Yeah, let's just say that's in the eye of the beholder.
How bad are these ideas in terms of impacting climate change on a scale from terrible and then very bad, meh, and fine? You can use your own scale if you'd like. Buying carbon offsets for a jet.
Useless.
Okay, great. Eating vegan, not vegans, eating vegan.
Also useless.
Protesting by living in a tree.
Useless. Useless. Useless.
Wow. Okay. Shaming someone for smelling like methane.
Twice as useless because methane actually doesn't have an odor.
Wait. Isn't it illegal to not pay overtime?
It is, unless. So it turns out 100-year-old law, this Fair Labor Standards Act, the same thing that gave us minimum wage, a lot of other great things for employees, they also give firms this ability to not pay employees overtime if they have over a certain salary and they're called a manager. It doesn't even need to be a real manager. Think like director of first impressions.
You mean front desk clerk?
Or guest experience leader.
Host or hostess?
Hey, you're good at this. How about grooming manager?
Barber! More, please.
So the way we measured the corruption was by using some existing indices, which were either based on perceptions of corruption across the states, or they were based on, I think it was individuals who were sent to jail for corruption-related offenses.
Well, I guess this is not a good measure, but where I live in California, sometimes avocados can be $4 or $5. And I think that that's a sign of true corruption, but that's not a scientific measure, is it?
You should have them shipped from Indiana.
Suppose somebody writes a joke for you. You deliver it to various audiences and you get some variation in laughter across those audiences. Okay, that variation, that's your standard error. Now, instead, you give that same joke to a bunch of comedians who each run it on their audiences. And the variation in laughter across these comedians, now that is a non-standard error. Okay, it's basically variation due to how different people go differently about a particular task.
So what joke did you use? Wait, I know. How many statisticians does it take to change a light bulb? That depends. It's really a matter of power. Get it?
We looked at a very large sample of mutual fund managers, and we collected information on where they were born within the family. Were they earlier born or they were later born? And we found that the later born fund managers, they tend to take much more risk. So they are more sensation seeking.
Yes. Is there a fund manager equivalent of she stole my dolls and I won't get them back?
Exactly. As I said, we found that they do get into trouble with the regulators.
we want to find out which are the words that people use in a financial context that are either positive or negative.
Easy. Profit is positive.
Okay.
And nonprofit is negative.
Okay, now negating a word doesn't really reverse its sentiment. Sort of like our research shows that negation in general is pretty negative, pun intended. We do this using earning quotes, which of course are extremely important.
Couldn't agree more. Earnings are always calling. That's why I'm doing this interview.
So, Ivo, I want to ask you a question about this book. What is it called and where can people get it?
The book is free, it's online, and I made it free so that even comedians get to read it.
Thank you. I read it for free. I didn't contribute anything. Why is it free? Aren't you a professor of economics? Aren't you a capitalist? Why are you giving this away for free?
Why are you willing to interview me here without me paying for you?
Oh, I'm getting paid. It's just you're not paying for it.